Oh my god, let me mansplain something right off the bat. Fucking holy shit, we're gonna mansplain. We're mansplaining here. Okay? Alright. We're gonna talk about how there's a Brain Blaze video, YouTube video. It goes over how a psychologist had men approach women that were attractive and ask for sex. Now we're going to talk about how women that were also attractive approach men and ask for sex. And how universally, across the board, not a just one and done though type of experiment, they did it again later. And universally, men were unable to get the pussy. Men, on the other hand, were getting the pussy when asked by women. Every time. Well, not really, but like pretty much consistently across the board, that's what was going on. We've seen it for ages, but that is because women are taught they don't have control over their bodies. They don't have freedom of what is ultimately possible to come with their children. And whether or not they will have the finances and more to deal with it. Even if they were interested, even if they were possibly going to be okay and they were fine with having the sex. Because women are inundated with the truth that they do not, culturally speaking, have freedom of choice and will over their partners and their future. There's a hesitancy, and of course, then on top of it, the preschool dance that happens as adults once it comes down to, you guessed it, sex. Well, no, I'm going to make a post about how I used to snort MDMA off my partner's genitalia. Or any of that, right? Right. And it's like, yeah, no, but now I'm getting yelled at for these other things. And it's like, right, because that's intimacy. Like, you passed the test, like, you're good, and now it's like, it's crazy how things change, right? But that goes away. Oh, my God. Oh, sex is where I draw the line. Oh, my God, I do. Meanwhile, the man that's going over there, like, they were taught over here to go over there. Do you like this, baby? No. You're made to, like, never say yes. What is this? Is it the way I'm dancing? Do you like this stuff? What's going on? No, I don't like that. I'm just going to huddle over here in the corner with my other girlfriends. I don't like it. I don't want, it's scary. Wait, am I doing things? I don't know what the fuck's going on either, man. I don't know if the fuck... It's a weird phenomenon. Meanwhile, you go in the right safe little kink community, lifestyle, other types of communities, right? What do you know? They all think like this and it's okay, it's acceptable, but oh, ding ding dong ding 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 dong. Bollywood time, it's fucking suddenly shifted to I'm on the moon. What the fuck is going on here? He's insane! He's insane! This is insane! Oh my god! Total fucking not a thing! Physics be damned! I just slid my horse underneath the fucking semi-trailer and shot you with my fucking gun in my pants. Ever remember that fucking gif? I remember that gif. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna now be on the moon. Total insanity, right? Like, just flies out the window that it's acceptable in any aspect. But you went to that community because you wanted to find some place to feel accepted. Where you could huddle together in your little corner in the preschool dance and be like, yeah, we like our stuff. Yeah. It's fine. Everybody's kind of on board and we're all comfortable. Oh my god, guys, no! He's acceptable? Meanwhile, I'm like, look at the survivorship cultural biases that women are taught. Look at them. Just straight up. They're taught this immediately, starting as little girls. Same thing with men. You must protect. You are a protector. Women, you are scared, little, helpless. You must protect this way. And then it's like, no! Also, by the way, here's a gift. Like Indian kings and given few set of individuals that apparently needed a white elephant suddenly that they had to take care of. I don't want this! What are you doing? What the fuck is it? It's the joy! Oh my gosh! It's you in your womb, woman! Oh! Boom, 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 boom! You didn't think about it, but now you know. Meanwhile, men, I must protect that womb of yours. Hitch up your fucking big old belt and the big wide fucking, like, I went off to the rodeo fucking belt buckle. It's a dinner plate right here. Shows how everything's trying to be defended. Right? But it's like, no, that's a bias. That's a genuine, clear bias that's real. Right? It's especially with, your polyfidelity. You want to be in an exclusive relationship with the people that you're all together with. And now, while generally speaking, I don't care what your gender is, but it's always the female form. You have to have a vagina, right? Meanwhile, that's polygamy. Oh, look at this. The sifter wives, all the mainstream media. Very clear bias, can only be wrong and bad. There's a one man for all these women. Historically, it's never the other way with multiple men. And I'm like, yeah, right. Is there a cultural possibility as to why that's existing? Yeah, obviously, right? Clearly. Is there reasons as to why we need to always shun the idea of having a relationship or even raising children a different way, other than the way that the current society says? Because, shocker, go back 50 years, 150 years, another fucking country, 1,000 years, and you'll find that it changes dramatically, generationally, and depending on the empire and country at the time. About how best to teach them, what to teach them when, what the milestones were, what was believed when they were developed, mentally and emotionally and physically, and all the rest. Now it's this current thing. We have these tests that have massive survivorship bias holes in them that don't really stand to reason for other tests that they ignore about development and milestones. That clearly showcase that we prefer to view this as this development, even though these given tests showcase they do understand delayed gratification and helping others and planning, empathy, sympathy, and more. And it's like, I see that there's a fatal flaw here that everybody's ignoring. It's like, where did the line get drawn with sex if you're willing to the moment you get into it, right? You're a horny sexual being. Don't you get that? That's what you need that. Not most. No, the vast majority are not aromantic or asexual. They need socialization, intimacy, and sex just as much as food and water, shelter, entertainment, and more. Okay? But the moment it's like, no, the children, don't be little. They're so obviously stupid. The big, strong, protect them in. And you see it time and time again with social experiments. No, the preschool dance where we're going, I'm going over here. Come on, I'm looking pretty cool, right? Hey, over there in the corner, you maybe, huh? Hey, look, we're a group of cool guys. Come on, yeah, we got to do it because they won't show up and they will only feel comfortable if there's like multiple and all that. Right? Yeah, no, okay, yeah, oh yeah, woo, yeah. Oh yeah, no, that okay, maybe let's go. Meanwhile, I like to go jab in real fast. Hey, guess what? There's multiple women in that fucking relationship to the one man. How is it the man is not the one that should be watched out for? Boo! That's right. You didn't have prenups? You're not the one that also has money and you're making your all-together life work? The man's the only one in power, guys. Patriarchy. Gender studies. Patriarchy. What do you know? Meanwhile, I like to think about it like this, because this is what this is kind of to me. Here's a wonderfully beautiful flower. Super rare, less than 100 in the whole world. It might have amazing health benefits where we got to get the seeds. It's going to produce quite a few seeds, but not that many. It's not going to save them. It's super endangered. It costs a hell of a lot to care for it. That's right. Because you made a mistake. You decided I was wrong and you were right. That I hadn't thought of things. That you could come in here like a brash young lion and say some shit, and you didn't think I had claws. That I didn't have dukes, huh? You know what I'm saying? It's going to cost you about $3 million. And since you're all arguing with me, here's a white pygmy elephant. That's right, the one of 4 in the world. If you raise them well, you'll be able to do many amazing things. It's a test. You see it? You might get wonderful seeds. You can really get a lot of money. All of that kind of stuff with the white pygmy elephant raising their own kids and all that. It's a test, right? It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort, and you'll grow and you'll get better. Or you'll throw it in my face, the very, very rare. You will be super disrespectful and incredibly mean. And make everybody dislike you and treat you as someone that should not in any way be anything other than removed from the conversation. That's just to start out and get it to work, raising your flower. It's going to continuously, over time, years, take more money, of course. Same thing with the elephant. But it's a test. I got it from the idea of both of those. That scenario of the Indian king, right? But also, it came from a manga. A Yakuza boss. I think, I forgot what the manga's name was, but also there was a genuine company involved. And he, for what it's worth, was a individual, the person giving this gift, was the boss trying to give to this individual who's a young, brash enforcer, or so on, right? Now, they're excommunicated, seen as no good no more. They can't be involved. But if they work really hard, they can come back in, and at the end of it, they have a lot of money and prosperity. They have a chance, they have a shot. Now, the reason why you, generally speaking, don't do that is because people like this aren't going to change. They will see it not as the gift of possible retribution for the mistake that they made. That's right, they made a mistake. They will feel as though that is unacceptable. They are putting them down. There's no chance. It's wrong. It's going to ruin me. They don't see a future. There's no investment. They didn't make up and redeem themselves. In the eyes of everyone, they must. They will feel as though that it is unnecessary. And they will try and do this such that it was me, like with my parents, that I'm the one who must prove to them somehow. That is what those text messages are about. And this nice little recording. See, I'm already angry. No, I would never. Are you kidding me? Look, no, I'm not going to do any of that work. I'm not going to look into that. No, I will not change my mind. No, you are wrong. No, I am right. I am not entitled. I know everything, and I know I'm so in the right, I don't even have to try. I have no fear at all about possibly causing harm. Meanwhile, me, are you fucking for real? I'm going to try my best, but I'm not a fucking delusional idiot like you. Of course I'm going to fuck it up. I mean, you're talking to a person that experienced his mom going, I prayed to God to fix you and to give me a sign on how to make you no longer just constantly want to hurt me. I was like 6 years old. Formative years, you know. All of it's your fault, John Tyler. I'm afraid for you to ever have someone love you. You're so terrible. Meanwhile, me. I got told shit that makes you fucking feel bad as an adult when I was a kid. You know, it's like, are you gay? Were you gay? No, but it sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? Doesn't it, right? Meanwhile, this stupid piece of shit is going to take this. Oh, no. I will now do the reframing of the sentence. It will not be black and white. You're right. I still have some amount of doubt. I also don't want to. I will now give you some concession. Immediately picks up on how to switch and get you on their side. Even though they go right back to doing the bad thing. This is just an example to watch out for them. They're real gabagoos, narcissists, egotistical, maniacal people. Megalomaniacs. Manipulative. Gabagoos. Why did I give them a present? Because it was to ruin them, because I knew they would not care. But it would show to all that they disrespect and don't care about us and our community. That they will fight tooth and nail the possibility of them being incorrect in what they were taught, what their identity holds to be true. And try and switch it, the good old reverse onto you and deflect to people like me, who were genuinely intelligent. See how quickly they change. Just to get you on their side. The sentence structure, all of it. With how they body language, tone change, watch and examine to make sure, give them about 1 month away from them, and then show how much they go right back to the old ways. Make sure that you do it without this person listening in. See how the women, even though they want sex, it's clear they are sexual creatures. It's clear they need sex just as much as a man. It's clear all of that's the case. All right? Watch how they're terrified of coming over. And if a man reaches out, they're bad and they won't go with it. But the man is told to always try. Do you see how insane that is? It's an impossible task. You can never get anywhere. You have to already have all of these things for him to feel just comfortable enough to tiptoe around. Do you see the manipulative behaviors they start to pick up on how to fucking get you in? Like this man is doing and these women are doing and more. Because they were taught that that is the only way to get it done. Observe the natural narcissist manipulative individuals in their natural habitat that you created. So it's like cultural training in women. I know you're there on my Reddit and my YouTube and more. I know you're interested. There's no way you're not, and I can see the data. It's only literal probability statistics. Of course you are. Of course you will. Of course you do. Of course you need a little bit of an excuse. You need a little bit of comfort of others to join in. Of course I have to try and sell you that I'm normal, have others with me and everything else. But of course there are those that are there instead of just believing that. Come on. Just because I didn't like and they lurk? See what I mean? I'm not like that one. You have to approach. I'm not like them. You have to approach. I'm already doing most of that work for you in person. That's right, I'm still approaching. Then the other problem, you're handsome, you're tall, you're intelligent, you're charming, you're funny. I'm not good enough. You don't even know how many people look at you. You know my mom started doing that when I got older? Same thing with my older sister and my younger sister and my father. Even though throughout all of my childhood life and teenage and even young adult, they would still go and say that shit. But you don't even know how many people, I'm so jealous. Ah! And then the line gets drawn at sex. In the preschool dance, that's right, in the preschool dance, the line gets drawn at sex. Knowing full well that we should be teaching them better. Knowing full well we should be helping them to learn how to communicate and know themselves and validate when and where and how to do their experiences best as possible for them to not be harmed and traumatized. And truthfully speaking, there ain't nothing wrong with the vast majority of our kinky selves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got us, those gabagoos, those fucking manipulative bitch wads that I've been sending these little gifts to. With the religion, oh, feel that you're terrible for this. Go after that, ostracize these things. That's right. All of that, right? But you know what? It worked. Because, oh, I'm not that, but that means I can go after you and I can validate it. Selective oppression and hate. It works pretty often, right? But what if you were to go after the people trying to tell you how to hate? What if you were to go after this idea of, hey, no, we're going to accept as much as we can except for you. You're an unempathetic, manipulative, garbage piece of shit. You're a gabagoo. You're a narcissist. You're a fucking douche fuck. You should die. Genocide, fine. Eugenically, sure. Meanwhile, me, here, let's play around with their brains and make them turn into a person that is for sure genetically and in their brains, along with a lot of reinforcement training and education, are empathetic, non-manipulative, good people that definitely help out everyone. I won't help out everyone. I have complete confidence you're wrong, and I will never do any of the work. Draw the line at sex. Why? It's just another tool for them to use you with, to make you have insecurity and fear. Now, we get that does come from a somewhat legitimate place, and that's usually how they get you. Fact of the matter is because I don't have this, and I compare and contrast that, and they could have had these things in this life, and oh my God. But what if they were not sad of the life they lived? What if you did not actually harm them, even if others have told you this? What if you believed them, your children? Do you even know what's going to happen in the future? Are you going to worry about that right now? Why? You can't change it. Worrying about it right now isn't going to do much. You can only try your best. Do your best parenting practices and really also get your own needs met and wants are there too that you should definitely acknowledge. I snuck that in there. See how I snuck that in there? I snuck that. I'm him somehow. You're not. But you're going to copy this. You're going to fucking keep playing it, and you're going to copy it because you're going to download it, right? And you're going to use it for your friends because you're the czar, but you're going to go even further to get them to be on your side, aren't you? And even use some money and, assurances and favors and all that, right? You're the big lion. Oh. Meanwhile, people do understand me. I'm still putting the work. I was further along back when I was in Chandler, but yeah, so I lost some of the knowledge I had, but I worked really hard and I got it all back and then some. Sure, I had some other talents, but whatever, I'll get that eventually too. I'll still keep working and always fight for a better future. This is just an individual, and same with the rest of them, that are going to try and ruin it all. Because that's their infamy kink. They're trolls. They intend to harm, and it doesn't matter if they can swing it and pretend that ends justify the means and more, which is what they'll try and send to you as if I'm doing. But hey, that's good. I'll use that. They'll agree with me and not you because they have selective hatred and fear over this stuff that's taboo, and it's really wrong and terrible. Even though the science and everything else says it's not. Historical precedent says you've existed, and this has been going on in various different ways the entire time. And it's never gone away, regardless of the survivorship data bias problem of not counting it in like they're valid, even if it's the 10% like they're gay or transsexual or any of the rest of it. Which even then, it's like, yeah. Oh, do you know how many more people were in a poly relationship? And bohemian-esque, meaning they'd have a few people that regularly stay with, polyamorous, right? But then they would kind of gravitate towards one or whatever, right? And they'd all raise them together. The phrase, it takes a village to raise a child, is there because it used to be a village together that fucked a lot together that raised a child. Shocker, right? You know when that happened to change? Tsar. A Russian woman, Tsar, had to be a monogamous. They really wanted to perpetuate it, and then the diamonds came in. That's right, they're forever. And it's like cultural training in women. Even with the professors in colleges, that's right, they'll tell you this. Garbage bullshit. As if that's actually the truth, and it's not. What I'm telling you is genuinely what the truth is. But you know what it takes? Gender studies, sociology, sexology, anthropology, history, and a few others too, all coming together to go, yes, this data says this. Look at this. When they had more autonomy, people would raise them together and it was okay to have multiple kids. They would fuck a lot more. And the men could approach and they would get to have more sex. Tsar comes in monogamy. We cannot raise, that is so taboo together. Oh no, the sex clamp down. More rapes. More sexual assaults. More kids hungry. Desperate. So desperate. Getting sold off into the whores. That's right. Houses. Over and over and over again, you can check it every fucking time in every empire. It's not even a joke. It's really true. That is consistent across the board. Marriage. Well, it was never really okay. Yeah, that's because they didn't really count the fact that there were a lot of kids with adults. That's right. That weren't counted in that for a long time, and then they split up after a while, or they were suddenly married when it was quote-unquote appropriate. Not to mention when they did do it, shocker, that validity of that given amount for those individuals that did have a good time is not seen as valid because it failed and they didn't continue, or they got divorced or something. The relationship's completed, remember? Well, they like an orange. Are you an apple? How come I always have to explain the very things that relate often? Because you saw that Reddit post, I'm sure. But this is also something I've been saying myself before. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I remember when I said that to one of those friends when I was homeless. One of those people online as well. I'll explain that to my own therapist when I was with them. It's not even a joke. But it's like, no. No, it's only this that things are. No, it's not. Fact of the matter is, my community is hidden behind many other closed doors in many kink communities. I'm just one of the ones that's out. More or less, kind of. You know. It takes a lot of balls to do that. It takes a lot less to keep a status quo where people are comfortable. And certain people reign supreme that we all know suck and are abusive like your ass. It's a lot easier. I'm doing something hard. You're pathetic, worthless little fucktard. I choose to do the hard thing. I choose to expose a lot of the biases and inherent issues in what it is that you view and perceive and feel. And you're going to have to go inside of that mind of yours and do it again. If you really want to know. I don't have to do it for you because I can't. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of fucking studies just to prove a point. You can find them yourself. Logic is logic. Understanding, easy deductive reasoning of any kind, you can see it plain, the patterns, clear as day, should be easy for you to see. They are there time and time and time and time and time again. It's impossible to ignore them, and that means you probably are, because a lot of people are all saying this together. And we're scared, and the play, kindergarten, preschool, pre-kindergarten, whatever, fucking dance thing here. It's really scary. I don't know how to dance quite like you. It's like, it's okay, you get used to it. I don't really know how to dance. I'm just fucking doing shit too. It's like, it's all about learning how to just enjoy yourselves together. You know what I'm saying? There you go. That's all it is. You have to remember you're going to make mistakes. You have to remember nobody's perfect. You have to remember you have to fucking apologize and try your best moving forward. You have to admit to them. You have to do the opposite of what my family did and do what I did. You have to give up your guilt and shame over how you once were. Like, my God, can you imagine me crying over how I acted as a 3-year-old because I hurt my mother? That's a genuine fucking thing I had to forgive myself for while I was in therapy. I'm 3 years old. I don't know jack shit. They're the ones that raised me. The fuck? Same thing with my older and younger sister. Garbage people. Utter garbage. It's your fault. Bitch, I was like fucking 12. You were raised by the same parents, retard. You want a little forgiveness there? Good thing I already did it to myself. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no, I don't like the fact that hurt you, but then I couldn't trust that to begin with, considering how much you continued doing it. And gave yourself as many enabling excuses as possible instead of ever owning up for it. And I changed how I acted, and you did not. I have no guilt or shame because I addressed it in therapy and I worked my ass off. You didn't. That's why it's easy for them to manipulate you. That's why you don't want to give that enemy that you feel is there the benefit of this doubt. Hey, this is an example. Here's a gift. You can work. You can make up. You can get better. Behold all of my wonderful flowers. I have so many elephants to show you. Look at how many elephants. I have herds and herds along the plains of my wonderful many flowers, saved from endangered lists across the world. Behold your ass. Thinking that you don't have to do jack diddly fucking squatting. You somehow proved yourself. Because that's how they raised you. In your college, in your institutions, at your job, how you got for your sense of identity, belief of being above and the one who's right and doesn't have to worry. I didn't ever have that. You know how hard it is for that rainbow community to fight? The entire society basically shuts them down. They have to prove to themselves, just like I do, that I'm not the one doing wrong. You don't have to do that. No wonder why you don't like me, because it makes you uncomfortable with the very idea that you'd have to do the same as us. It's because I'm polyfidelity, I like harems, it's a cult. We should teach our kids the real truth there, because it's, kind of pretty obvious how often they're fucking going and getting preyed on. Not to mention adults aren't necessarily immune to that. I'm just letting people know. It's pretty clear it didn't stop once they got to be even in their 30s. Still happens. Crazy. I think we all need to take a chill pill on that whole idea. Especially when, for me, it's like, oh shit. I'm not even that guy that you think I am. I just argue for something that should have been there to begin with. I'm like, fucking whatever. Sometimes whatever for the younger crowd, but most of the time, I don't really give a shit. I like what I like. I'm pansexual almost on that aspect. If it hits the neuronal activation, I go, yummy, yummy, I want to fuck you. That's all I'm looking to do. I don't even give a fuck. All I care about is that you've got that kind of hole. You've got a good enough of this look, and that's it. You can call yourself a fucking Apache goddamn submarine rocket ship, and I'll pound that little Stirling engine you've got inside you. That's the truth. So here's a gift that's going to gnaw away if you ever got to this point. Why do you draw a line that society culturally trains you to have that is arbitrary for sure, that's normal, just like you shit and piss and not taboo in the slightest? Why do you draw that line? Why don't you want to maybe give it a shot? Am I that scary? What will people think about the real me? Sorry, I suppose you didn't live a life like I did. Nobody ever liked me in my life. I don't give a fuck. I prefer being genuine even with nobody continuing not to like me. You know what I mean? It's not going to change me. I got no shame or guilt because I don't need it. All you ever did prove to me is I should never fucking listen to you ever or give a fuck about your feelings about me unless you got some real good shit to say. And good reasons that you can follow up on and back up. It's all well and good to take a pot shot, but when you get hammered in, you think that's a good sucker punch? Dodge, wham! Oh, I didn't know fucking pegs or whatever the fuck that was. I didn't even notice. Could fly that far. Holy shit. Damn, that dude's gone. Gone. Just letting you know. It's like, see how much you're not going to do that work, huh? So to change, everybody be on my side. You have to go, no, I can't take over the leadership position, and I'd have to let you be the one. Which is something you said, no matter what, you won't do. You're going to go up to the next group, assimilate into them, be charming, get them to think one way or another with a nice little few spins, get them to maybe think one way or another with the little, devious lies we tell ourselves. About that's okay to selectively hate, that's crazy, think about it this way, obvious, black and whites, clear, easily manipulatable people. But it's like, no, you're telling yourself lies. Clearly. Right? They know. They're smart enough to know I'm right. They just got you blindly saying something that won't do the work. Easy. Easy prey. Easy as fuck. You're not hard. None of you are very difficult to prey. I go after PhDs, people with degrees, that will doggedly fight their shit as a person that doesn't have any. and wreck their shit. I take on hard motherfuckers. You're easy. You're always gonna be a seemingly I'm a big guy fish in a real small, tiny, itty bitty little fucking pool of water that'll disappear later. Meanwhile, I'm always gonna be building, baby. That's right. I'm gonna be the reason why you have an earth to live on. You got your land, you got your water, you got your streams, you got your fucking clouds, you got your air you breathe. I ain't gonna stop. You think I'm gonna stop? Fuck you. I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna ever stop. I'm gonna keep building. That's my guy. You know, my brain that I am. That's my guy that I am, right? I don't do that thing like them. I don't like to give in to cultural training and zeitgeistal beliefs, because often a lot of people are not correct. They fail to recognize how, no offense, but a group of allies that are countries, and these are the, big leader, right? Effectively a group of individuals that are just sort of like they're in middle school or high school and they're fucking hanging around. I fucked with you after you fucked with us, and ain't no one gonna say nothing. See what I'm saying? It's what it is. Same thing online with influencers and celebrities and big corpos. You get it? You're all the same, psychologically, sociologically, anthropologically, tribalizingly. Very similar. You treat yourselves like you're a group of friends. And you have your spats and things happen, and sometimes when you're really big and leaderish, more people die. Matters a little bit more, the context, and then you become more like a parent, right? It's like, fuck, I don't want to do this, and you fucking making me go this far. There's gonna be so many people, I hate you. Fuck this. Fuck you, bitch. Whole entire country just has to get fucking invaded and shit. Oh my god, I can't believe you attacked. Let that be a lesson, motherfucker. I ain't gonna stop. Fucking come up on my territory. I fucking literally rule this shit. You think I'm not gonna go walk over there and take a dump on your fucking desk, bitch? I was thinking about space lasers. This is where this came from. I was like, if we get space lasers, like, several different wavelengths, and then we're like, oh, no, here's a mirror. It's got a couple of Lorentz types of subtle refraction changes that take radio, microwave, ultraviolet, and gamma waves and intermix in a interference constructive pattern. And then we got this thing called fucking piezoelectrics. As it moves and it vibrates, creates some good mechanical to electrical energy. And then it was like, no, I'm not even fully done, because behold my IR admittance technology. I'm going to cool my ship by firing my laser. That's right, my satellite ship laser. Get the star. It's for missiles, I swear. It's for missiles. Why did you fuck with us over there? You fucking... This should be war. Oh, no, you got a fucking big old fire over there? Oh, no, what happened? I don't know. You're still fucking with me? That's my dick in your fucking goddamn sand. That's right, perfect. Right there. glassed in, bitch. Well, we're here to discuss serious talks about this world peace summit. Fuck off. Why am I here? Why? I didn't do anything wrong. He fucked with us first. I didn't do that. You know, India's got a space program. It might have been fucking Xi. I mean, you did some weird sanction, crap to them, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Xi, how could you? I didn't know Modi over there was all just wanting to do that, Fucking dick. Meanwhile, it cuts eventually to being serious after a couple of questions. Alright, I'm gonna be fucking really honest. You fucked with us. Everybody knows, and everybody's not even gonna give a fuck that we did this. And none of it's gonna go out to the public. You can't fucking do anything. Nobody's gonna believe you except for maybe some of your citizens. You know the answer is don't fuck with us, then we don't do anything. That's as simple as it gets. Don't do that. We don't do shit. What the fuck are you doing? That kind of thing. That's the serious thing. It's break it the fuck down. Fuck you. You're the one that's the bad guy. I didn't do jack shit. Keep a control over your people. Now I got word that I know for a fact that you fuckers there sanctioned it. You helped them do that. Fuck you. You're lucky you got off with a dick. They're still doing it. Aurora Borealis. The Aurora Borealis. The Mary's aliases. You can see how I'm having trouble with the word, but moving on. Oh my God! It says, Xenon Reality, John Tyler Lemke is God. God says these people are bad. Somehow, some way, the Aurora Borealis happened. Saying this, there's a dick of fucking dicks in this. Oh my God! It's now playing the nightclub that's over there that they all say doesn't exist. Good songs too. Great upper atmosphere bass. Treble's amazing. Real true to life resolution. You know what I mean? Oh, no, we must try. This is a message to all the... Oh, okay, you should have taught them fucking science, bitch. Now they all think I'm fucking God. Should have taught them some fucking stupid-ass physics, because the lasers could do that. All you have to do is interference pattern. There's a few of them, sure. Yeah, they have to build up with some batteries and capacitors. But the technology has grown and matured quite a bit to the point where I really could do that. We really could do that. Yeah, sure, it's a couple billion or whatever to get up there and so on, but Strangely enough, this came from some gemstone YouTube video that these individuals, I think it was Turtle something, take old laboratory-grown crystals and turn them into gemstones for you to wear. Nice little recycling. I love it. I was like, oh, yeah. Well, you are basically just a bunch of high schoolers. You have to okay, guys, come on. To your various respective cliques in your various areas that you control in the school, all right? Mm-hmm. And it's no, this is serious. Meanwhile, fucking don't listen to the devil, the silver-tongued idiot that is going to play these words to you. And they continue playing, and we still help them with, of course, that's definitely just a magic god thing. Definitely magic god stuff. Oh, absolutely. For sure. Right? Yeah, no, of course. where it's holographically in the sky, literally showing them exact pictures of all their lives, bringing up multiple different fucking lists and files and more, and even videos that show off their lies and everything as they continue to try and play some, country PSA message about blah 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 blah. The entire country literally swarmed with this aurora borealis. Meanwhile, my dick, again, fuck you. I didn't even do it. Prove it. Right, prove it. Go ahead and prove it. You know what I mean? Since you want me to prove it all the time, do you? Prove it. No! Why are you still trying to burn things? They fucking flew. You know what led to that fucking aurora borealis moment? They fucking flew a goddamn weather balloon and dropped off fire bombs and are fucking, apparently, we don't do any fire control in our forests. We don't fucking grab the sticks and the excess wood and everything and pay people to go take that and then turn that into various fuels using my methods of chemical and heat and other enzymatic cleaving processes into ethanols and more, right? So we have fuels. No, we're not going to do that. No. We'll just let you burn our forest. Aurora boreal. Fuck you. I know what that is. Good dick. Jeez. But culturally, oh my god, meanwhile me. So I have to address you, Americans, fellow Americans, as a people. That's right, you're president right now. You're dictator president guy that I am. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna go with. Yes, I did make that aurora borealis incident occur. I did definitely zap my dick multiple times, only 2 really, onto their fucking sand dunes. I started a big wildfire and then helped carve a couple of places so that way it wouldn't spread too high or far, so yeah. But at the same time, they deserved it because they did this stuff. And honestly, I know you're on my side, crowd. Yeah! Fuck you! Meanwhile, all of us, binding together and bonding together. That's right, as one big country of many people. That some people, maybe that's a little too far. Okay, sure, yeah, but I can see why, especially when they were like doing this and all that. And we told them not to. I mean, that's the basic rule. That's true, yeah. You see what I mean? Yeah. And we didn't start a war. We could have started a war. If we had brought this to your attention in the first place, you probably would have been outraged. You probably would have been like, we need to go to war. That's why our building fell down, and there was a couple of these other incidents. I'm like, yeah, no, guys, we got them. They started a forest fire. They're like billions in debt right now because of a natural disaster. And a random god, event, because they don't know about physics, apparently. They glassed my dick. That's right, a replica of my dick into their sand dunes. It's quite accurate. Like they would do on the printing and engraving with lasers onto metal, of course. Twice somehow. I don't know what happened with an aurora borealis. Actually we do. We did all that. Because honestly, fuck going to war. Screw that. I could shoot down their lasers if they wanted to shoot ours easily. I could just look at them for a while and know that they're aiming. Like, what is that, a missile? Boom, gone, fuck off. Behold the wonderment of our massive laser phallus in the sky. This is never what it was intended for us. I mean, literally, I just got angry and heated. I admit it's a bit immature, for what it's worth. But at the same time, you know, they fucking deserve that. Yeah. Like, fuck you. You don't? Oh, really? They're still trying to argue. Like, we're gonna give a fuck. Come at us, bro. Doing the whole, like, fucking arms wide, shaking my head, moving my body. Come at us. You know, and meanwhile, I got my fucking generals, and I got my secretaries, and I got my, you know, all that. It's like, what are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? You're the one that tried to start a war. Well. Meanwhile, all your people are like, he's God, we should listen. Because you didn't teach them. You didn't want to educate them. Meanwhile, I'm entrusting the public. Most of us are happy for what it's worth. Yeah. Not everybody's angry about it, if I'm being honest. There's a little immaturity there, sure. But it could have been much worse, obviously, you know? So, like, that's not bad, yeah. Meanwhile, we made a mistake in the heat of passion. Jimbo, it happens. I have to let it go. I'm not going to try and do that again in the future. Unless it really calls for it. But in this case, we'll do something else that, you know, is more agreeable, I suppose. We're just going to let them continue the forest fire? I mean, they didn't even try and put it out. Oh, God, right? Yeah. Oh, here's a bunch of your manufacturing. We know that there's a bunker in there making fucking bombs or some shit. Fuck you. Oh, that's on you. You guys had a chemical accident or some bullshit, you know what I mean? Whatever the agreeable thing will end up being, right? And that's the cultural shift. The new training. You see what I mean? All of the sudden, we'll be more agreeable to this being acceptable. Because that's the guy in charge. Everybody goes along with what he says. It's like, no, I don't give a fuck. That. I don't care. This is acceptable. These are definite parameters. There's some wiggle room, but you're going to have to look into it. That's simple investigatory work that you should do no matter what anyways. Watch out for this. These are gabagoos. You don't want them, obviously. This is more acceptable, and you should really, not should, it would be a lot better, honestly, I feel, that for you, and what you're going to go through, and how you're going to feel about yourself and others, if you were to do that work, and accept those parts of yourself and others. You'll be a lot better off, most likely. Sure, I'm an orange and you like apples. Okay, fine. I don't care. It's okay, dude. It's fine. I'm just looking for my people that love my oranginess, you know? I'm not even in anything with you. I'm into this. This is it. This is what you get. You see what you get. It's genuine. I'm not playing a character. This is really me. I don't need to be unashamed because, you know, some other bullshit. No, I did work. I did a lot of work. People don't like to look at that because, you know, that makes it so that way they didn't. You know, there's got to be something wrong there when there isn't. I mean, there's other things wrong, obviously. I can't work a job. But, like, That's not the same as being able to do other jobs that, like raising a child, being a person that can be in a relationship and a good care and provider in that aspect. I can do that. It doesn't pay any bills though, you know what I mean? But it's like, hey, you're a fucking adult. You can't work? You can't work? Oh, I'm a woman. No, it must be this type of traditional. Meanwhile, wow, you only went back to the 1950s? Fucking hell, ooga booga ooga chaka, man. Ooga booga ooga chaka. I'm gonna be this guy that does this shit. Ooga booga ooga chaka. I'll tell us all where to go and what I'll see and what I'm thinking. I'll raise you the best I can, and oh boy, are we gonna fucking, yeah, get her done. You know what I mean? Now, let's say you're not ready for that. Okay, fine. But then that's the apple and orange problem. Go somewhere else. Stop harassing me. Get out of here, dude. You see what I'm saying? Ah! Do you even notice yourself in your little cultural training zeitgeist fear comfort zone? Uncomfortable, no, I shall justify selective hate. I won't even do the work, I won't even bother to check. He's not giving great enough explanations, I need all of this my way. He has no money, he has all of this that prevents him. I refuse to acknowledge that. I want it to be done my way, so that way I understand. I would have to do this work that I don't want to do. He doesn't have my certificate for me to immediately kind of trust him. My gatekeep says it's better this way. I was bought into it and I raised myself together with all these others who have a large amount of debt and much to lose if I don't continue it. Meanwhile, I ignore all the other self-taught motherfuckers that are in many of your industries that are genuinely a part of that conversation. Ooh, boo fucking who? There are self-taught people? Yeah, idiot fuckface. Yeah, there are. Not everybody learns the same way. Just because it worked for you and you're like maybe, 80% of them? You know? That's not everyone. And eventually there's a percentage of people like myself. Not like you. No offense, you're nowhere near me. I'm that level of stupid, godly level intelligence. That's PhD in like multiple fucking different fields of study, even if you don't maybe understand what I'm saying because I dumb it down in layman terms at fields, charge, positive, negative. I need to get out the ons now for you to think it's true. I need to get out this type of rotating blah 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 principle fucking fieldy. Meanwhile, those that are actually those levels of intelligent in those fields and PhDs, or even just, knowledgeable, bachelors, masters, whatever, right? They know what I'm saying, and they know what I'm talking about. But I got this fucking damn comment, I'm a mechanical engineer. Bull fucking shit you are. The moment I had to write it down, it's like, no, a butterfly and all that. It's like, bull fucking shit. There's no way. And it's like, no, they did that back in world, so you already know it would work. You just wanted it changed into what you like. You're not. That's what that is. That's really what that is. Unfortunately, that's what that is. Right? It's like, and if you are, then it's like, no. Well, yeah, I still wanted to change that way. It's like, meanwhile, here's some camera work. You didn't even bother watching my espresso shit. Some camera work would be nice in one of these other fucking comments I got on my other videos. Man, you sure are a genius with your piezoelectric acoustic pump. I just laid into him again. Here's some camera work. Sure would be nice if we had some camera work. Subtle little like, well, you're right, but here you go. Did you even try? I don't learn like that. Well, then go find someone else that's going to tell you exactly what I told you, and then it was right all along. And the way that showcases it to you, that you now think of it like that and believe it to be that way, because they have all the qualifications and the nice little diagrams for you. Meanwhile, I'll go talk to actual people that are in the field like I'm already one of them and a part of them. And then you'll go, like, guys! I'm like, yeah, no, it is. Oh, okay. And you'll look at me as if I'm someone that should be bad. A traitor. Anything other than the truth, which is, I worked my ass off. Behold, my herds of pygmy elephants. My fields of wonderful flowers. I'm vanilla garlic, apparently. Are you sure? Are you sure? You seen my nasty ass Reddit? You seen the Xenon Reality Color? I am a nasty original gangster, baby. I get up to some nasty shit. I look like a normal motherfucker, and I'm a nasty, debaucherous motherfucker. That being said, I'm also very wholesome. Should let you know, I'm really quite wholesome. Like, no, it's perverted, you fiend! Wait on me, you're right. By the river all fucking night. Oh yeah. Squeak, the squeak, the squeak, the squeak. Gotta go troll around in the woods, man. Fucking wearing masks just because we think it's cool. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. Oh yeah, man, I'm a freak. Down for it. But that being said, I also like to make sure things are good and communicate and boundaries are established. I like to make sure everybody's comfortable. I like to make sure I know how far I can push you into uncomfortable. And it's still okay. That's a not gray area, that's a white area in the BDSM kink community. I'm that guy. I'm not like the vast majority of others. Even though I don't have a shit ton of experience, I did a lot of mental work. Before you ever got into it and you had to brute force all of these bad relationships and more, I had to brute force this fucker. This fucking critic. This problem in here. Knock, 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 knock on the skull, man. He's a humdinger. He knows how to fucking fight, too. This guy's got a lot of dicks. This fucker. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's comfortable to fucking no. I'm sliding back into old habits. I know you. That's a spiral. That's bad. I know what you are. Yeah. I know what you are. I can't do that. Sorry. Nope. Been there, done that, honey. No. I know what you're trying to do. I admitted to that. I changed. Suck it. It's the other things like that, right? It's like those are dark parts that you want to hide from yourselves. So eventually you're going to have to admit that you like some of those dark things. You like some of those taboo. I'm so freaky and a monkey, debaucherous and a fool. I'm that guy that'll make you feel warm inside. But then at the same time, you'll definitely go deep, deep, dark down into the underground. You'll think those terrible, traitorous, treasonous, terroristic thoughts. But then all of a sudden, no, they never really were. Most of you had them with your friends. Do you ever get that? Behind those closed doors, in those games. Maybe I'll open up a little and they don't hate me. Meanwhile, me, I will never tell anyone, anything, anyone. Oh God, whatever it is. My parents will fucking literally destroy my life if I even tell them something I like. They'll fucking go after it just because I like it. Meanwhile, online people, same thing. What do you know? Oh, shocker. Been through there many times and that and done with it. You know? I'm good to go, bro. Meanwhile, oh my God, I have to open up to myself. The one thing is scary. He's the guy. I can't tell anything. I can never be even me because if I do, I might slip up and tell others. I might want to be my real self. See how borderline starts happening in the conversation, right? Meanwhile, been there, done that, suck it. Boom, 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 boom. Shook my big dick and balls. Rim that ass out, girl. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's how borderline often forms. You want to really do that work? You have to open up to your real self. You have to let those emotions in. You can't allow yourself to feel, man. They'll pick up on it, and you gotta be paranoid because they'll use it against you. That's how borderline tends to form. I don't have it anymore. I don't give a fuck. I know, look at the frown you probably have. Look at that shit. Turns out you really can just go through therapy and no longer be borderline. Oh, I'm sorry, I might not have never had it. I was just adjacent. Because we need me to be right. Some people are like myself and might be able to do that, others might not be. I never had medications except for, you guessed it, good old exercise, sleeping right, eating right, and cannabis. Meditation and therapy. Lots of hard work and effort. For years. Shocker! And getting away from my abusers by avoiding them and not telling them what I was doing. That's right. You're doing nothing in there. All you do is sit in there and vape all damn day. I don't know what you're up to. Blah, 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 blah. You have to explain to me. Blah. I'm worried. I don't give a fuck. Ooh, to a narcissist, too. Shit. That ain't gonna go over well. Didn't. I was homeless pretty soon after. You're the narcissist! Nah. But nice try. Reverse onto you, guy. Narcissist gabagoo, like my fucking family. Turns out I'm not borderline. But I was there-ish. I knew who I really was. I was just afraid to ever admit it. I admitted it. I let the emotions through. I went through a large amount of observation in my meditation of previous bad memories that made me feel like I should find shame and justification for my shame and guilt and find that justification and all that. And then now I don't. I don't have any of it anymore. I forgave myself and I let it go. I was like, Yeah, I'll do the whole AA thing too. I had a problem. I'm sorry. Blah blah. I'll change. I didn't change. Oh, what do you know? It's giving him power. Oh shit. Well, the fallen brothers there. I had to do it for myself. Oh, what do you know? They didn't change, and I did. And oh gosh, darn it, I had to learn the hard way. And the abusers aren't going to change, and I have to let it go. And they're never going to be that person I want them to be for me. Just like you fucktards listening to this. Shocker! Already went through that. Dick in the sand, dick in the sand. Where's that line again? Where was it? Where was it, huh? You ever thought about those dark thoughts? Why is it we choose these to selectively hate? It's always bad. It's just the man that's being the one who's taking advantage of the welfare. They'll never fucking listen or communicate. They've never done the very immature. I want the just part of the little candidate. Man, we all fucking horny monkeys that want to fuck sometimes, bruh. How come you're not telling me what your fucking needs and your emotions are, eh? You want a thing to not be vulnerable because you're afraid of me knowing what's up? How did you try and communicate, eh? How did you try, eh? When did you, eh? Ooh, real talk again, eh? Suck it! Ah! Turns out you're the fucking loser that doesn't want to take any responsibility because it's always a game with you somehow. There's winners and losers. Oh my God, how does that work in your mind? It doesn't make sense. Oh my God, it's cultural training. Meanwhile, oh my God, this guy could probably be a therapist. I heard you say that over there. Meanwhile, me, nah, I can't put up with your shit. I can barely put up with mine. See ya! Wouldn't want to be you, would only prefer to be me. Suck it up! That's why I'm that guy now. You're not going to be able to challenge me. I'm steadfast in what this is. Whatever I've got, it's always going to be with me. I'll never be afraid and crying that I lost anything, because truthfully, I will be secure the entire way through. That's right. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. I know the reason why I'm putting it out is because I know it's good. I don't have to spin and hope I get there. I'm not an overconfident American douchefuck like you. I'm a human being. The real ones. That's right. We make mistakes. We try our best. We're as smart as we can kind of be. We don't try our best to manipulate anyone. We do our best to try and make it so it kind of works as best as we can. We're realistic about a lot of it. That's what we have to do. We're human. We're not like you. Dehuman us. Yes. Well, that's what you did with yourself. Don't you see it? You're better than us. Even as me claiming I'm God, I still make mistakes. I still try my best. I'm still very human-like. In my image, you are, I suppose. Apparently, you're above God even more than I will ever be. I will take over the creator of all the things somehow. I'm so much more perfect. Oh, you are the devil now. He said he is the devil. Is that what the devil does? The silver tongue, my gosh, the aurora borealis is showing. Oh my Lord. That'll be a meme one day. That'll be a meme one day. It's gonna be a one hell of a meme. Oh my god, your aurora borealis is showing. Guys, put that away. So embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Look at the silver-tongued devil trying to pretend they're not in a fucking nightclub they all said didn't exist. As they try and do a country PSA about things that are total lies. See how much you're laughing? Because it's true. Your aurora borealis is showing. Better than the goddamn creationist God or whatever. I make mistakes, I try my best, I bleed, I die, blah blah, I try my best, to like not fucking die. There's a lot of trying not to die and not fuck things up and then fucking fix the things that fuck up. You know what I mean? Don't we all, right? Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh my god, that's a reasonable God. Ooh. Right? Yeah. What do you know? You're a vanilla garlic guy. Yeah, okay, whatever. Who cares? You call me whatever the fuck. I don't care. Culture training tells you it needs to be one thing or another and you have to dumb it down or any of that. That's why I didn't like the whole... You're advocating for the genocide of all the Jews. I'm boiling it down, me, the congresswoman. Like, no, you're being made to because that's politics. Like, you know what it is. Because the perspective is that, guess what? It's not black and white. The truth of the matter is that word, infantata or whatever, is different for others. And some of it means that, yes, and others it does not. There are good Palestinians, there are good Israelites, Israelite. And then there are shitty people that are in there. We'd all prefer to have the conversation of what can we do? We clearly feel really shitty. We need a safe place to actually talk about this. And really break it down and maybe come to an agreement about how we can foster, even though we have these differences, a good outcome. And help towards this where, both sides are able to have a better tomorrow for their countries and the people in them. I want them to be able to rise up and have the independence. Well, you're the fuck over there, dude. Why don't you come on, Yeah, no, but okay. What about caring about any of these other... Those are bigger problems. I can't deal with that. You can't deal... What? You can't go over there and try and fight for that climate change stuff? What about, women's right for abortion, huh? Why don't you get involved in your local government? Or, we got this problem. Would love to be able to do that here, too. They're fucking firing it from the fucking goddamn, oh, we're in our safe place. We have hostages. This is supposed to be where all the civilians and all. No, we're not here. Fuck you, Hamas. Dicks. Whoops. Oh no, my laser. Achoo. Whoopsie. Press. Meanwhile, it's not all Jews, obviously. It's not all Palestinians, obviously. It's not all Muslims, obviously. Not all Christians, obviously. It's not all people, obviously. And they have to argue this. The three women that run these fucking Ivy League colleges. With this congresswoman that's very probably always knowledgeable on that, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that you really went after them. Of course you want to condemn that, but at the same time, this is a fucking farce, a shit show. Honestly, come on. I could talk to so many of the fucking social YouTubers and news YouTubers about this, and streamers too, and they'd probably be on my side. You know what I mean? No, that's arguing for this. XQC, blabber, loud, I scream, and I don't have to agree, blah, blah. You don't have to. I don't care. Get out of here. Point is, a bunch of loser, fucking retard, dummy-dumbs like your ass are going to shout and scream and be told comforting things because they want it dumbed down by you fucks that look like and act like you. Meanwhile, people that are Chadley Xenons over here are gonna fucking tell you the truth, which is not black and white. It means different things for different people, and some of them, oh, you know what? The means justify the ends. You know, maybe I should. All of them? Well, if it gets them to be risen up and have their own kind. Oh, whoa, 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 hey there. You know, I see that I might be. Okay, wait a second. All right, here's the fucking story, the lowdown here on this one. Okay? All right? Oh, calm down, come on. Come on, before you get too up in arms. You're a neo-Nazi at that point. Like, you're going to support them. They barely support. And this is the thing with the congresswoman. I was like, really? That glass house, man? You basically allowed Proud Boys and neo-Nazis to show up with Trump. Trump still hasn't gone after that. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? I'm like, these fucking women can wait about 6 goddamn months. 3 to 6 months, and they are fucking good to go. There's an election year coming. They're good to go. They don't have to. I mean, there are other problems, sure, but like you can see where it comes from. They have to let the fucking things be protested. This is like a civil rights movement, right? Like back in the day, it was like black people. Oh my fucking god, no way, you're a fucking terrorist. LGBTQI, oh my fucking god, you're gonna go after all the good ones, all the good people. Right? They had a similar fucking argument made by a singular congressman. Dumbed down bullshit again. Because the truth of the matter is, it's different for different people. Some of them might genuinely be like that. Meanwhile, member corporations, institutions, and government work together. There's lots of cameras. Do you know this person? They're fucking calling for people to be harmed. Hey, FBI, what you doing? Cultural training in women. Look at them. They have to argue like this. Dumb themselves down. Look at them. 4 bright women. Clearly, they know what this is, but they're dumbing themselves down for a bunch of dumb retard civilian douche fucks. Regular citizens. They don't see it. They never bothered to pause and look and observe. What's really going on there? See what I mean? Right? See what I mean? Look at them. Look at them fucking boil us down into bullshit. They know what this is. I have to keep fighting the truth, which is like literally, hey, dude, you're allowed to fucking say mean bullshit. Effectively, you know what I mean? Yeah. And until you act upon, which, by the way, no. Fuck you for doing that. No. Also, it means different things for different people. Clearly, that's contextually and situationally, which is what they kept saying, but you kept trying to turn it into not that. And we know what you're all about over there, because you have to have a bunch of people think that you're going really hard and tough. Look at them. Look at them all like, fucking, this is bullshit. I'm the one getting right. Oh, fucking. Cultural training in women. In men. For what it's worth. Actually, a lot of people. Because it's stupid. But they do it. It's black and white selective hatred. It's removing the truth. All of the perspectives. Not just one. Not validating any of the others, but the one that you perceive to be the main, which is, of course, up in arms, negative, passionate enough to post, and all the rest of it that survivorshiply biases your anecdotal evidence to the contrary of what I'm saying. Dump orina. Look at the Reddits. Oh no, oh no, no, no. The hackers. Oh no, no, no. The institutions. Oh no, but actually yes, but no. The corporations. Oh no, but actually yeah, totally been seeing that forever. But no. Fucking government. Oh, no, but oh my God, yeah, exactly that. But no. Guys, you're not that bad. Meanwhile, me looking at them like they're in the fucking preschool dance again. Why do we draw the line here? You clearly know. You clearly know. You clearly know. Ah! Same thing with the sex thing. Same thing with the selective hatred thing. Because then we wouldn't be able to just make it so we're comfortable just dehumanizing a particular person. We have to do a little bit more work. And then we'd actually have to try and make a genuine, actual effort to make something happen. We'd have to talk about our differences, set them aside, accept that we're different, apples and oranges and all that, and we're all good in our own ways. And oh, by the way, here's what maybe a solution could be. No. Yes. Fuck it. Slap. Yeah, you are. Get over there and talk to that fucking person. Damn it, Dad, I don't wanna. Boom, you're getting over there. No. Click. You're gonna talk. By the way, we have fucking people to make sure if we hear fighting or anything, we're gonna come in there and forcefully fucking strap you to a chair to talk. I don't have to. No, I refuse. You're right. You're not even going to do anything. I'm going to try and force something that'll never work. Go over there and learn, douchefuck. You don't get a conversation. You don't get a discussion. You don't get a valid opinion. You don't get anything. Nothing about you is relevant anymore. You're out. Wait, what? No, I'll do the work. Nope. See ya. Till you pass all these tests and you fucking shown off that you can make a herd of elephants in a field of flowers. You're not allowed in. See ya. That's right, you're out! Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Now do you see why this recording's like this? A gift. You're gonna have to prove to everyone you deserve to have a valid opinion. To be let back into the conversation. To be considered relevant. Something that we have to pay attention to when they speak. I don't care if you have a bunch of followers. We weren't. Listen, we're not going to do it anymore. That's right. You're canceled for the big intelligences. The brains that really do the thinking and work. The ones that really see things. I don't care if you've got a lot of money. Irrelevant. I don't care if you got a lot of fucking followers and power and status. I don't. We'll move them around like we always do. They'll listen to me and they'll do what they do best. Remove you from the conversation. That's what that is. You need to become something we can see as valid, worthwhile to look at and listen to. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately. It's one of those things, everybody's valid, everybody's got a fucking... No. Not everybody is valid. Not everybody has a valid opinion. Not everybody needs to be listened to. Not everything needs to be given a shot and chance. That's one of them. Not me. Them. I've proven myself. We have a whole YouTube channel and all the rest that goes all the way back to Chandler. You don't got nothing but a bunch of, I'm a clout. I have a lot of people here. I have people behind the scenes that are willing to post with usernames and say things and influence what not in various stuffs on the social medias. Don't care. You're out. Get it now? Out. I don't care. That's what it is. It'll change. It'll all change. It doesn't matter. Eventually people will suddenly start looking at them as another group that they have to go after. Not someone that influences anything that's not really there. Eventually they'll see you just like we do. They'll see the little wars and the games you try and play to influence things one way or another. They see you as a group that does that. Like the rest of us do, that are smart. Cultural training in women. You're getting influenced by them on those subreddits, those kink reddits that I'm on. For what it's worth, along with a very large amount and portion of YouTube. See these, oh my god, this is so terrible. He has a very quick way of explaining things that's incredibly genius. Truthfully, most people can kind of get and grasp really hardcore, insanely high-level science and quantum physics and more, like they were just normal, everyday things. Yeah, right? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's another good idea. That's another good idea. That's another, holy fucking shit. And he knows it. Oh my goodness. That's rare to find. Yeah, I know. No, it must have this in these ways. No worries. Harem lovers, cult lovers, all that. Because that's the thing. You see what I'm saying? I started from Reddit, realistically. If you look at that, I was looking for them that like to be talked down to and degraded. Minky. They want to be seen as they're stupid, and I will go after them. How come you're so stupid? Why don't you just fucking do it this way? How come you're not understanding things? You clearly are dumb. Why don't you just do this, stupid retard? Yeah, that's a great kink. You ever mix things together that don't seem like they'll work? But man, do they? I'm a person that could pull that one off. Most can't. Well, it just sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I don't even know what he's talking about. Yeah, well, that's clearly because you're stupid and you didn't do the work. It don't say. Maybe you should try harder. Just get good. Why don't you just get good? Why don't you just get fucking good? Why don't you just do more work? Huh? What else you got doing? Huh? Why don't you do more work? Since you're better than me, you got the gatekeep that says that your identity and you're better in all the ways and entitled to say that I need to do it your way and you're better somehow. Or, suck it! You gotta prove to me something you never like doing that you're something I should pay attention to. That's right. Do you get it now? I'm that level of intelligent. If you send something my way, well, does this sound like it might be, can you, okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know, well, actually, and then, well, okay, so then we could do this, and then, oh, that's true, and that makes sense, actually. Where did we oh my god, where did we start again? Go back a little. Wait a second. There was a flying of ideas that were really good. Holy fuck, that was brilliant. Holy fuck. Yeah, what's up? Hey, can you prove to me I should pay attention to what it is that you said? What's up, Professor Degree person? Hey, you gonna defend yourself to me? How many PhDs you need to have before I go, maybe I don't have to always that with them. Maybe I should listen. Because that's the problem I have more often than not. I go through many different fields of studies. I'm always trying to look at different science studies. I'm always brute forcing more and more and more. I can just do that with so many things. I'm that guy. I'm that level of intelligent and creative, and I'm a smurry prick to some, but to others I'm not. I worked my ass off to get to this point. I'm not going to let anyone tear me down. Just because I don't have your qualifications? Whoopie-doo. You better fucking figure out how to make me feel like you and your qualifications mean something. They mean something? Yeah, it must hurt, huh? I'm that guy. I'm that guy. The guy that you never thought could exist. And I exist. The one they said there's always an exception to the rule, but I've never met him. Well, here I am. And I know it too. I must be really rough on that bell-end curve. How far over to the right do you think I am? Right? Come on. But guess what? Just because I had talent, just because I was innately gifted in some of this, doesn't mean I didn't have to put a fuck ton of work in, obviously. And I know it too, yeah. That's right. That's how it works. A bunch of narcissistic family members. Oof. Man, they aren't jealous. They wouldn't use that as a petty, passive-aggressive, oh my god, is that basically everyone online do? No! Cultural training in women, entitled, already double standard. I already had to fight. You just came out of nowhere and everybody thinks and believes. Worked my ass off. What is this, like Einstein? Sorry, Marie, I didn't know. Yeah, there you go. Meanwhile, also me. Yeah, except I don't think like that. It's like, no, you guys probably have good ideas. I also just have a life, just like you. I didn't see it like this. Okay, fine, but I also had a fuck ton of time to just constantly brute force. I didn't go over here and do this. I didn't go over there and do that. I didn't have this. I didn't pursue these things. I didn't have time for that. Because I didn't have the ability to. There's no opportunity. There's no money. There's no fucking transportation. There's none of that. It was never going to happen. I was never going to do any of the math. Okay, so it's just like this for these concepts, and they fit together like this puzzle. And like these are the variables that you're looking for, and these are the numbers that you'd effectively have to account for, right? Yeah. Then fucking do that. Why? Why do I have to do the math? It sounds like any computer. I could just fucking like measure it and then put it in and now it's done. I have to learn it. Isn't the whole point of you teaching me that math is so I know it that way? Granted, I want to learn the math, but I can't fucking get myself to look. I have my own types of anxieties and fears and my own issues and disabilities. I need others to help. I need to be able to work on something. That's the only way I can get myself to focus on shit. If there's no project there, I won't even attempt to do it. Guess what's a project right now? Recording. Do you know how impossibly insane it is for my phone to record for this long? Do you know how long and large, first and foremost, that file is? The file size that's insanely massive. It will take longer than a day to upload something like an hour long. You think I'm going to frame a shot? Or you think I'm going to follow myself? No. I'm not going to care. You think I'm going to go look up Google things that you can find yourself? No. Show me you're worth my effort. Not the other way around. Do you see what I do? I go and do that to a crowd and a bunch of people that think they have control. I don't do them having control. I do the control. You're going to prove to me as the crowd you're worthwhile. You're jack shit to me. You're a bunch of fucking numbskulls that need to be told by me what to do, what to think, how to do things, what you're missing, what you have to fucking show that you know, what your education levels are, what your knowledge is, and more. I'm that guy. I'll look at your professor constantly and go, yeah, I already know this, and you're just confirming everything I already know. Now, it's not across the board. I'm not a PhD. I don't have one. I don't have any degrees. I dropped out of community college because my mom tried to kill herself twice, and I couldn't handle her constant abuse of me, before and after. Meanwhile, what do you know? I'm back here again. Homeless twice. In a mental health hospital 5 fucking times. Applied 4 or 5 times for SSI. I've never been hold a job for longer than on average here, few weeks. The longest is 9 months. And yet it didn't stop me from learning more than you most likely have. You might be a very specific hyperintelligence on a given subject. I'm not. I'm the Rocco basilisk you have fear of. I'm a general intelligence. That's stupendously hyperintelligent. And I'm so good at doing it, I'm afraid of turning into the gabagoo, the manipulative cunt that likes to spin shit. I hate that fucker. I know I could spin things. I know I could just turn on a charm. I know I could act in social engineer. I know I could do it. I don't want to, because it sucks. It leaves me feeling disingenuous and guilty. I went through those things. I dealt with it. I don't want to do it again. Deal with it. Deal with that. I'm that guy. You work with me, I learn even more. Does that bother you? That I'd be that guy that you can bounce a lot of things off of? That everybody would go to me and not you? That suddenly you wouldn't have me proving to you, you would be coming to me as an equal? Is that what bothers you? That I would be a part of many, 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 many fields of study, while you were but one at most. You can't do that. There's no... Cultural training in women. Oh, he had the opportunity to be 3 fucking majors. I didn't have that. Holy fuck, how did you get that money? What was your life situation? I know that was probably tough, but bro, there was no way in hell I was going to do that. But I learned all this without doing any of that. And I'm probably further along than you are. That's probably not super annoying, because most likely you're more often than not, if you were able to do that, a person that felt disillusioned at the end of that. This is what this is. It's all they got. And I have to fight doing this garbage, bullshitty, manipulative, fucking social thing. Like, they don't already know. What is it that you really want? I'm going to break it down. Like, I need this for this stuff, and then it'll make it so I can get this far. That's genuinely roughly what that would be. I'm so fucking intelligent and predictive on that side. I know it's going to basically get to this point with this amount of money. And it'll lead to these other monies that I might be able to get. What is going to give you this impression that you want that is going to give me this money? What do you need to get out of it? That's all that is. I mean it. Seriously. That's it. That's all you fuckers are. No, wine and dine. I don't even put up with it. I won't. You have to prove to me you're worth my effort. That bothers you because you're usually used to someone doing that for you, right? I'm not going to do it. What you got? I don't need your money. I did it with my fucking family too. I'll wait my time and then, hey, what's up? Meanwhile, what did you do? Oh, guess what? He was homeless and in a mental health hospital. He won't be able to take care of himself, brush his teeth, wash himself. Meanwhile, me looking at you, and you're preventing the possibility of what now? A better, brighter future. Oh, must really feel better to be that powerful, huh? Small taste, isn't it? Sucks to be you, eh? The loser gabagoo. Cultural training in women. They entitle you to this double standard. It's a thing. They make you believe that you have to put up this pretense. Do you see why they think over there in the traditional side I'm like a woman? I won't put up with it. I won't do the same thing. It's all so much. I fucking hate it. I feel you. Oh, that's not that bad. What are you talking about? I do that all the time. Oh. Oh, yeah, you need me to prove to you. Get out of here. I'm not doing that. I suppose I'll... Oh, I'm pretty today. Hi, what's up, guys? I can put in the effort. Hardcore hit there. No, I totally agree. Ha 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 ha. Oh, yes. Flip the hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Aha. You know, I could probably do a thing or two. I don't want to do it. We all do it. We don't need to do it. Fuck this. They only have power in anything because there's a wallet there. Otherwise, it's like, no, that's a good idea. Actually, that's pretty, I like that. Yeah. See? Smart people that don't have to worry about this garbage, don't have a reputation or anything, all of a sudden, because they have an excuse, they don't have to worry about this in the future. They don't have to do any of this other stuff. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Let's do it. Cultural training in women. Behold the gabagoo side. I am better and brighter and smarter in all the ways. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a whatever the fuck. I gotta tell myself. Right? I identify with this blah 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 blah, and you and all, and think about and blah 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 blah. You're not very smart though. Usually, you have to have people like me to basically help you have a good idea, right? You think we can be partners in crime? No, sorry, nah. See, that's the thing. Don't want to do the crime. I'm just fine going over to people and genuinely talking, and then just going like, hey, so this is the basic rundown. Like, hey, so everybody here is knowing of the fact that you tried to blow shit up and make a World War III. You're lucky you got off a fucking goddamn like little forest fire, and you just had a dick painted in your fucking sand dunes. No idea how that happened, huh? I'm just saying, you know? No one's gonna care. We all have the rules here. Basic, simple stuff. If you're gonna do that, then of course we have to do this. You know, to varying degrees of success, right? The bigger they get, the more of their friends gang up, and we got the Jets and the Sharks. Come on, guys. Oh, yeah, we're going over there. What are you going to do? It's the stupidest thing after a while. And people will die because of it. That's you fuckers. Suck. I hate this, but I gotta do this because of fucking bullshit where you won't do something and I can't just force you. And I have to accept it. What's to stop you from basically having a whole bunch of us come together and just remove your shit and get around you? Nothing really. I bet you I can make a good argument, Gabagoo, for the eradication of all Gabagoos. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't have power and status. I wouldn't be special, and people wouldn't fucking find it some other fucking place, bitch. Learn to internally validate yourself, you little douche. Go do that instead. Bothersome. Yeah. Fucking hate it. Because it's like, well, what are you going to do? You have to put up with it somehow. No. You have to work around them and create... it's just a group effort, you know. We're really just working together, you know. And we're friends and a family. And we're really just, you know, making it happen. And you're not involved. That's all that is. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Hey, you got this? Oh, yeah, no, I got that. I got this for you. Hey, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. No trouble, really. It's a donation. It's a gift. And you get it. I hate you fucks. You slow progress. You prevent people from understanding. I can't have a conversation. Back and forth, a discussion, really. Because you need me to prove to you something when that's not the case. I'm already something valid. Until I do what that person did and make myself invalid, I don't have to do any proving. And now you're also an invalid person. You just proved that you can't have a conversation. You have to figure out how to get those elephants and that flower to become something again. The herds in the fields. If you really think like that, because your personality, whatever, says, you have to for me. When I started off consistently, every time, hey, here's a thought. And then you challenge and you say bullshit like what you did. It's like, no, you have to prove to me. You're out. You're a gabagoo. Your opinions are invalid. I don't care if you've got blah, blah, blah. It should matter. I spent $200,000 on this, and it means something. Whoopee-doo. There are a lot of PhDs. I'm not even kidding. It's the truth. There are a lot. I mean, other you. Who cares? Become something that can stick around. Something people want to have around still. Continues doing the work. Become like a xenon. Me. No worries. You'll eventually be allowed to come back. If you really aren't that and you're just reacting and your personality says, I must immediately, you have to go to your own internal self and examine that shit. There's nothing saying at all that opinion and suggestion should be met like that. Ever. Oh, boo-hoo. Ugh. Look at you. Already entitled. No, you are. Don't use my words against. Shut up. You're doing that thing again. I don't care if you've proven yourself with this. That's great. Nice. Whatever. So? Yours is a routine over and over and over work. You got some funding and blah 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 and spit out this in some place. Anything can do it. Quite literally. It's a good idea and some good science and physics that you learned, and then you followed through on the experiment, and then you saw whether or not it did anything that you thought. You're not special just because you did that. That's all your PhD stands for now. A given set of knowledge, and you did something, and it got published. Joined a conversation that way. Whoopie-doo. Sorry, but the real truth of the matter is that's not the only way to join the conversation. And that's now more truthful than ever, and it's going to get more truthful. Oh my God, what are we going to do? They're going to get around us. They might come up with ideas and not go along our channels of the bourgeois aristocratic opportunity-having individuals and our systems that make it so we believe that that's good and we think that that's something that's actually accurate and blah, 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 blah. You're not more legitimate or credible. You're just around and you're a little bit more established. Doesn't mean that all that that's going to come around is going to be like me. In fact, it likely won't be, but still, they're probably not all going to be as bad as you. It's a mixing, and that's a change, and you're uncomfortable. Cultural training. I talked about it in my Queen Romana reaction, but that's effectively all yours. An established order of things. A theater, a character, a belief that this is the only way, it's the only possible, it's more likely, we should do that, we should fight, it's our tribe, blah, 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 blah. Fact of the matter is, a bunch of people set down a precedent like this, so they all agree and they all move forward, like your science has done so far. There's no difference. Sorry, but that's the way it works. Them's the breaks, kids. Even though you're older than me, just so you know. Just FYI, you are. I know, most likely, for what it's worth. But it's that thing because it's like that's all you are is an established group of people that said that this is likely, and then we observed this, and then we put it down in some book, and we all agreed to more or less roughly think of it this way, and then act accordingly from that. That's it. That's it. That's all you are. You're fighting for what is effectively nothing special at all. even if you want that to be. And whatever rubbed certain people the wrong way, bullshit personalities of you're not and you're up your own ass and blah blah. Some people just know. And that's going to rub them the wrong way. You know? You get it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're that forever. It's just you're going to have to work back in. If that's really what... And if that was you... You know, you might have changed and, you know, you didn't post or whatever. I took the time off and I came back and like, hey, guys. And it's like, you know, from moving forward, I'm not going to do that anymore. And then, you know, I might make a mistake. Make sure to call me on it and then, you know, help me through it. And then, like, over time, you don't have it happen anymore. Guess what I did? That exact thing with my narcissistic abusive family. Guess what they used that as? An opportunity to abuse me. That is correct. Yeah, be careful with who you give power to. I'm not going to try and abuse you. Alright? And I expect you to tell me when I might be. They'll let me know when I'm going too far. I do. But at the same time, that bitch is out. Your opinions are gone. You do not get to come back around. All the rest of the invaliders, yeah, have fun with them. Yeah. Because truthfully, cultural training is a problem, and we need to change our culture. We have to talk about that. It's like, you think the harem thing's bad. It's not. Now, granted, I'm not going to call myself a special case, but right now, in this moment, in this point in time in history, I kind of am. I'm a bit of a special case. You know? Not a lot of people, regardless at all of their gender or sexual identity, have done the level of work I have done. Could genuinely be in a relationship like that and it be a positive, not a negative. Understand that part and genuinely view it as extraordinarily valuable and can't do it without it. Because they've been hurt and been through it before on their own fucking side. Look at the invaliders coming around. You've been through this before? I thought you said you hadn't had a relationship. Oh, yeah, family doesn't count. My own relationship with myself. Ooh. Man, look at the immature ones. Oh, I'm older than you, I'm more mature. You're not. How is it that you got a fucking relationship? How does this fucking work? I don't know after a while. That's right? How does that work? If anyone, you know, honestly is ready for one, it's this guy. And it's like, I'm genuinely afraid of our future generations. It's not even a joke. It's like, they'll just fucking have sex and raise them like that. They don't even do that. They'll be raised with an example that that's acceptable for how to act and think. And it's like, they're the ones I should be listening to. Their experience trumps all. They're the ones telling me I'm right about certain things, but oh no, I never really thought about it. And actually, that's a good idea. I don't know, man. If you see it from my side of things, it's like you're the one that really kind of needs to do some more work. Right? That's kind of what that is. Give me a second. Alright. Eh. Sorry, give me a second. I just wanted to talk about this. Person creates an account. Just saw it. They responded to me on my Reddit. It's been open for a very small amount of time. Few posts. There's a whole Tinder scam going on with people that claim that they're of age, and then all of a sudden they're a minor. I'm going to go to the police and all this other stuff, right? I'm like, are you one of those scammers? I said that, right? And I'm like, all right, so, this is a kink, maybe you want to date, whatever, you want to get to know a person. So what are some of your ambitions? That's basically what I said. Dude, it's fucking Reddit. If you were a scammer, right? Like, yeah, hey, we want to get to know you, right? He wouldn't maybe be so angry about that. Dude, get a fucking grip. It's Reddit. Dude, it's fucking Reddit. Get a grip. You have a blessed day. Peace. Scammer caught. Ooh, maybe the very idea. Could you imagine? The very idea. Oh my gosh, no. Could you imagine? This guy might want to get to know me. What are some of your ambitions? College? What are you trying to study? And you say you're young. What is it that you're hoping to do in your life? A perfectly reasonable question, by the way. Dude, it's Reddit. I can't imagine the very idea. Oh my god. Do you even know what her fucking shit was saying? Fucking pal, I want to say, oh my god. Maybe you want to get to know a person a little, huh? Ooh. Shocker, it was a scammer. They're coming more and more into the fucking goddamn Reddits. And they wax and wane. It's pretty consistent. Typically around when people are supposed to be getting lonely around the winter. It's always when they're big rushes, typically. You see them all the time in February. Spring is a good one, too. When they're back to school. Oh my god, I'm lonely. All these people are still together. Summer, the middle. Ooh, I went on vacation. Remember the spring? Spring break. Yep. Consistent. The scammers. Same thing with, I need to take a couple of surveys with you guys. Guys, this is a survey. Survey? It's the beginning of the semester. It's near the end of the semester. I wonder if they're doing this for any college things. Talk to another person there. All of a sudden, I'm going to make posts. I'm not really doing that. I swear, guy, you didn't get me. Every fucking goddamn year. It's hilarious. They do that on 4chan too all the time. They think we don't know. People that have been around for the scene for a while, we know every time. It's like, oh, hi there, young one. You doing a survey, huh? Let me tell you all about things. Oh, yeah, no, still the same as it was fucking 2 years ago. Last one came around. Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's consistent every time, every year. It's so easy to find them. They're not even hard. They're obvious as fuck. They're not in the scene. They don't actually like it. It's just a study. It's like we're rats in your little fucking bowl, huh? Think we can't see past the two-way mirror, eh? You're not there. There's no windows, I suppose. Okay. So we're studying. Are you really? You're only going to go with the ones that are horny. That's a survivorship bias problem. are the ones willing because they don't, maybe have the paranoia of where that IP address that's attached to that given question answered in the multiple choices on that survey. None of it's relevant data at all. It's clearly biased. It can't be replicated. It would change consistently throughout the year. Oh my god, a scammer got me. I guess I just... guys are boring. Easy predictive analysis of fucking basic ass personality traits that are pretty consistent with paranoia based upon the fact that they've had traumatic situations, been abused, and had betrayal of trust. You're easy. You see it? Then they get angry and they're gonna fucking harass you, they're gonna stalk you, there's a grudge, there's this one fucking constantly writing comments. No, 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 no. I am a big dog. I am so roof, 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 roof big. Oh my god, it mimics the exact same thing as steam fields. The LGBTQIA plus political. The pedophilia. Oh my god, minor attracted people don't exist. Did you really? Are you trying to give them validation? Man, you don't really know much about my sexual inclination talks here, do you? This is all over my YouTube. I've been unabashedly open about this shit. I do validate them. I should probably go through all this. You should. You're going to see a lot of arguments that are going to make you question all about yourselves. Just like this. Cultural training in women. You're back to being invalid, folks. Come back when you've gotten through the tests and the studying, and I can look and listen to you. As if you're something I should consider outside of one tidbit or whatever. You want to shape any of the society around you? You're going to have to do what I do. Validate a lot more than you're probably comfortable with. Understand it's a lot less serious than you really want it to be. Even if it is very serious, unfortunately. And yeah, we all get pretty shit-tastic at times. And we do our own version of trying to let off steam, and that's not bad. Just because I'm a harem lover. Just because I like lots of women worshipping me and devoting to me and following me. Ooh. Oh, come on. Is that so bad? There are a lot of women that like that kind of thing, too. Ooh, yeah, I'm looking for them. Men, too, right? Yeah, I'm just not really much into the men's side. Sorry. Masculine features don't do it for me. But at the same time, we can record and always put it on OnlyFans. Give you a little piece and taste of the action. I'm always down for people being behind the scenes there. It's just they can't be in the bedroom. Because usually I'm okay with it, but then there's always the problem of impossibility, of hurt feelings and so on, right? Which can get in the way, big time. It's just not really worth it once it gets to that point. So it's like, sorry, this went a little too far. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Well, this was what is explained to me. Ow. Because I wouldn't do it otherwise. See, I don't go in like, oh man, I'm married or something. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, no. What's up? What's there that I need to know about? Yeah, like for real. The moment it's like, no, I'm married, or it's a literal dunk. Nope, there's a wall now. It doesn't happen. Unless there's like a whole bunch of talking, it doesn't happen. It's not a joke. I'm genuinely that person. I don't cheat. I just don't. I don't ever want to be the person that someone cheats on with. No, that's a whole other kink thing. I'm a cook queen, like, oh, I'm a lesbian, but hey, hey, here's my wife, huh? Ooh, is she into that? Can I look? No. Then yeah, no, dude, what the fuck? Hey, trying to get me fucking like seen as a bad person here, but good, appreciate that. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Come on. Don't do that. Yeah. See? I even do it with like kids, parents or whatever, which is a bit of a weird one for me. Really? Yeah, no, for what it's worth, it's a bit of a weird one because it's like, I'm not really supposed to look. Meanwhile, hey, no, they look pretty good. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like do that thing. You know what I mean? But like, it's just that thing where it's like you don't know if whether or not they know enough. Then at that point you're just causing trauma and abuse. So unless they're like someone that's going to establish that they know something and that they're aware of something, the answer turns into the same thing. No. I think we all look at things. You have to remember that one. Like, this one bothers the shit out of me, but everybody likes to pretend like they don't look at each other and want to know sometimes that they look good. You know what I mean? Right? Like, I can't even tell you how many women I talked to, and men, when I got older, and I was homeless, and more, that later on said that they were upset men and or women that were adults didn't look at them when they were a kid. You're normal. That's pretty normal. Seriously. Yeah, you should talk to your therapist rather than me or whatever. That's actually, a person trained in that. But you're normal. It's just like you're not special in a lot of the things that you have anxieties in. A lot of people are going through similar problems. Same thing. Okay? So it's like that's normal. That being said, like, a lot of people get all weirded out and mad and it's like, is she good? It's like, oh yeah, no, because it's like, well, you're one of those people that like kind of and it's like, right, yeah, okay. For what it's worth, I have a very specific kind of thing, and it's really well, not really super specific, but it's a roundabout way of saying it really depends. It's just like you can look at a good-looking woman and you'd be like, yeah, that's a good-looking woman. And then another one, like, that's a good-looking woman to that person, but not to me for some reason. I don't know what it is. Right? And it's like the same thing. And it's not exclusively that. Right? Like, I'm that guy. I'm a broad spectrum. Right? So it's that kind of thing. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to talk to someone about it. Oh, man, that taboo, right? But it's like, no, it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? It's like, it's normal. Right? It's just being honest about it, because the vast majority of the time people aren't. So, but, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a lot more like of a gray kind of thing. Like, it can be so rough. It could be so much worse, and I don't like doing the harm. So, like, there's that, right? Yeah. So, anyways, that's cultural training in women. Like, if you don't know this, women are more apt to want to know if whether or not they're viewed like that or their child's feel like that than some others. Like, it seems to be a little bit more commonplace, I guess, to want to know or desire that. But I think that's a cultural thing. Because it's like men, for sure, got a little bag over there, definitely want to know too. And it's not bad, okay? So, It's just they're less likely to say anything, and then they bottle it up. You know what I mean? Like, man, no, and they'll look at other gay men like, yeah, come on, hey. Just not my type, man. Yeah, I'm sure you look good to some, you know what I mean, right? Or it's like, man, I just, and then sometimes people just want to be told like a straight, direct, ouchy level, for most people, right? Yeah. Like I'm applying for like an acting gig. You got this type of face, you got this flab, you got that fucking, oh. Well, at least it's honest. That'll help me in my career. I'm going to go sit down and cry. Ow. No. Meanwhile, it's good because it kind of gets rid of that internal idea that you might be this individual that you were lying about yourself being. You know what I mean? Like some people need a rude awakening, unfortunately, like that. It's like, can you look at yourself in the mirror and go like, man, be a realist about it? Like, no, I got flab here, but they like these types, but like actually a lot of them probably won't. And I'm like tall like this, but then I don't have that, and then, all that, and then it's like, I kind of look like this, but then it's like, right? Can you do that to yourself and be okay? Because I can do that. Yeah, I know. Isn't that a kind of shitty thing? But it's like, that's the problem I grew up with. Really, yeah, I hated myself. I had a body dysmorphic issue, and I never really noticed that until I got older, and I eventually had to go like, that's that guy in the mirror. To accept that, bitch. I know I don't look like that, okay? Okay, you look like this. Me. Ah. Shit. And I did that in the past. I don't have to do it anymore, and once I got it over and done with, it was able to be much more accepted as to what I am, what I look like, what's good about me, and some of the looks that I prefer, and what some might like and what some might not, and all the rest. It's that brutal kind of, I want to be, and I feel like I could, desire, right? And it's like, you need validation. And eventually you have to do I need to self-validate. Well, that's a part of the process. You know what I mean? Yeah, see the fucking big frown? That's a part of the process. Like, the part of the process is going to be a rough one. I have to look into that fucker and go, I can be loved. And if it's not just for the personality, these are also some attractive features of myself. And I'm also like this, and I am great at that, and all the rest of it. That's self-validation. You'd be surprised how much of it's tied to your fucking goddamn look. Not even your genitalia and what it looks like, or the size of it. Just your look in general. Your height, your perception of value to others. Eventually you have to go, fuck others, I'm this, and I accept that. I validate that, I validate myself, and that's what this is. It's all you get, unfortunately. But it's like, no, it's the size of your genitalia. I mean, that's a whole other double standard for a lot of men. It's like, you're a wallet and a genitalia. Big dick energy. Meanwhile, me. Do you know how many men out there have an average sized dick that are really good care providers in general, wonderful fathers? They got the exuding of big dick chungus energy, right? But they're an average individual. Ooh, I hated that fucking phrase online for the longest time. The size means nothing. It's a confidence. But it's like, no, because you have big dick. No. Big dick does not make you have confidence. It probably makes you a gabagoo, a spinner, an overconfident, a cocky that doesn't have anything to back it up. You're a facade that can be easily taken down with a little bit of a kick or two because it's basically particle foam board. It just looks like it's painted just well enough to maybe have you might be thinking it's not that somehow, right? There are a lot of men that deal with my God, is my dick that is this, it's, a lot of women can't handle that. It's like, there we go. Finally, real. That's cultural training in women. No, I must desire the man with the ginormous dong. No, honey. You want one that fits you, that feels nice, that treats you well. If there's money or not, it doesn't really matter. You'd be surprised how little that actually means anything. Seriously, I'm not even gonna lie. You will be happier in all aspects having a fucking life with that person. They treat you well. And figuring out things as you go along, even if you never have a whole lot. Then someone has a big dick and is tall and handsome and all the money in the world. Treats you like shit. Is dumb. You'll never be satisfied. It'll never fucking work. You'll fucking want for everything other than it. As for the size of your dick, man, I'm sorry, bro, but that's really up to the individual woman or man or whatever in question. Yeah. That's all I got for you. I got nothing, man. Same thing for when it comes down to labia for women. Like, I'm a big any guy, right? I love that look. And I like the round, perky, everything perky and tight. I like perky and tight. That's what it is. I do. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a little sag, you can have a little, a nice, like, you can be puffy, you can be pointy, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But I love the innie. You can have a little bit pokey out. But it's like, for what it's worth, because that's like, I looked at so many women that were just so goddamn sad about what they had. You have no idea. Like, it was so rough. I was like, oh fuck. Oh shit. Ow. God, there's gotta be a way to fucking help them on this one that isn't just a bunch of knife and shit. And it was like, behold, my biohacking and stem cell and changing stuff. Yeah, so eventually it was immortality, right? But it was like, behold, here you can make it such that you have any kind of heart you want. Any kind of shape, really, honestly. And it's all fully functional. That's where it came from, a lot of it. It had nothing to do with me. I just wanted to live longer. And then it was also like, well, maybe there's probably, because like it's going to revert to stem cells and eventually change and you can differentiate it and all this other stuff into like the type of cells that you want and grow that type of organ, right? And have it shaped without any marks or scars and have fully functional nerves and capillaries and all that, right? Because you're going to need that if you want to ever like heal anything or, be able to, without going underneath a scalpel and have a much less dangerous anesthesia level of surgery. You're going to need that. Now, sure, it takes a little longer, but at the same time, it's what it is. Well, I built and designed the concept for that. He was like, no. There are so many of you I'd go with, and I don't like the fact that is your insecurity. So, and it's this now. There you go. That's what it was. It was like, no, you're perfect. Boop. We're just going to change that. And it's going to be perfect. I'm going to change it into everything I'm looking for, honey. It's going to be great. Even for transsexuals. Seriously. Yeah, it's really easy to, because that's the whole point that I made it kind of like one of my more recent ones. I added Joe Zahner, right? Yeah, and I was like, yeah, well, there you go. For what it's worth, he's she is a biohacker. Stop that. Okay, you need to stop that one right there. Yeah, no, but it's a recent change for you, which is probably what the problem is. Yeah. For me, who's like, whoa, I've been watching this person since before they were on Netflix. Because I've been interested in biohacking for a really long time because of longevity in cyber, augmentation. So it was like, oh, well, that's interesting. Cool. Good on you. Be yourself, you know? I don't care. I was also like super impressed that they wanted to do the muscle thing. I was like, fucking, that's good. Meanwhile, oh my god, yeah, over it already. Literally, not even kidding. I was like, really? He did, because it was he then, but she did, really. So sorry about that. But she did the thing that they never had the chutzpah, the confidence, the fucking ability to really put the fucking money where their mouth is, you know what I'm saying? And do the thing that all of them went, oh, I can't believe he actually followed through. She actually followed. I have a problem with this. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's like my memory is back when that individual was a he at the time. I need to keep saying it over and over, and eventually I get it. But then I also have the interrupter, and I don't like you. Both me as well, but then I have that thing. It's a whole thing. Sorry about that. Right? But still, that's a person that's awesome. Fuck you. It's a woman right there that's awesome. Now stop that. But I made it because it was like, behold, I shall now sculpt you into anything. It'll take a little while. No worries, you can even look like you. Because this one, I love talking about. This one I love. Like, in behind the closed doors, we're in the bedroom, we fucked a few times, we're even planning on the kid and all the rest of it. Guess what comes out? Most of the time, I hear that men and women talk about, would you fuck me when I was a kid? If I was a little girl again, would you fuck me? If I was a little boy again, would you fuck me? Yeah, of course. I mean, it'd be fine. Honestly, I would, you know. And then there's the whole, no, but I would have been this, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, the real truth of the matter was, no, if I was right here, you know, see what I mean? But the context is that they're blah, 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 you know, for this age and this kind of experience and blah. Meanwhile, you get up to it and it's like, why did he know? You know what I mean? A lot of them have this kind of desire, right? And it's like, for me, it's like, well, what do you know? But a way to do it. Wait, what? Now, would you do it? Would you go through it? Would you revert back? Would you make yourself look like a little of this? Do you want to be the mommy to my child? While I pound you down looking like that? Well, yeah, probably. There you go, right? Like, a lot of you are much more open to the ideas than you think. But those are usually behind closed doors. And a woman, oh, they're so terrible that they want this and desire this. Cultural training in women. It's a thing. You're normal. It's natural. It's curiosity. What would it feel like? I trust you. I like you. I could have had it like that. I would have had a better time in childhood. Oh my gosh. Normal. Cultural training in women. Same thing with men too. Oh my god, I trust you. Oh my gosh. See? And so it's like, it's not abnormal. That's the problem. That's a normal thing now. It's always been normal though. It's just, we're like, man, I don't really kind of want to keep lying. I keep dancing in this damn thing. Where are we drawing this line at? Where the fuck is this fucker? Why do we always have this weird, awkward fucking shit about this? This makes no sense. I don't know. This doesn't make sense, yeah. Yeah, I think everybody kind of wants to fucking stop doing this stupid dance. It'd make it a lot easier for us, you know? Whew. Fucking hell. Meanwhile, no! Keep doing the tradition dance. Oh yeah, it's just the money. I own you. You will do it. Oh, fuck off. Hate this. I want it done. Right? And some people came to this point after they went through an entire life of lying. They're at like their 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even in their 90s. They know they're on their way. They don't got much life, and then there's not much they can do moving forward to change because of the stupid online, and it's a lot of work and all. Like, can you imagine? Live your whole life a lie. You finally get there. I can't do it anymore. I regret everything I've ever done and said. I know I helped perpetuate a lie. I just want to fucking feel better. I want to make amends for all the pain and suffering. All that, right? That's good. That's okay. Do it. It'll give you new lease. Give you new life. Energy. Va-voom! I'm back, baby! I feel like my old self again! It wasn't the MDMA. It wasn't the need for this or that. No. It's just admitting to my fucking self that I really had some feelings and I didn't want to live a lie anymore. And everything was coming to a head. I'm gonna die eventually. Alright, so I'm gonna die eventually. Or maybe I'm not. Actually, wait a second. What about that life? Oh, yeah, no, see, but hey. Right, them. And it's just your YouTube. See what I mean? Yeah, but are you going to go back? Oh, I lived for so much longer. I shall go back to living a lie. And I'll change myself and do just because I don't want to have to tell everyone I lied. I'll just change myself into not liking this. That's what it'll be. I'll use biotechnology to do this. Oh, fuck. No! The wrong eugenics is happening. Be gone, gabagoos. You got this good person who was gonna change and be good and help change for progress and all that to fucking continue a massive problematic issue, and they're definitely not gonna be okay with it. They're gonna die fucking miserable. No, I'll just get rid of the memory and I'll change their personality. No. It's gonna come back. It has to do regular. You know what the fuck is this? What are you doing? If you're brave enough to do that, go through all of that to make biotechnology happen. Why aren't you like willing to reach out a little? Like, you probably could. Maybe find somebody to help you stick to that good, genuine you. I mean, force for good and change. Yeah, okay, so, sure. Maybe there's a chance of harm. It's just always a thing. There's no way to get around that risk. You could fucking live alone in your fucking cabin in the woods. Someone will fucking tread and trudge through the fucking forest and woods and be like, bong, bong, I just hate you. Nah. And it's not likely? Yeah, sure, maybe, but still. It's a chance. It's a risk. And maybe it's less, maybe it's more, but you don't really know. It's a lot. I'm out here fucking, floating on this non-existent limb somehow. Figured out how to fly and float. Got Milky Way in my veins, man. You don't even know. It's okay. I know you don't have to be like me. Maybe support from afar or whatever. But the point is, you're going to be a lot happier if you do that, because that fucking biotech is a while off. The vast majority of them don't want any of this to happen. Mostly just because it'd be a cure. And then we'd have to do the other problem of, there's a lot of people that we'd have to house, and we already don't want to do that now. We have to treat people with differences and change society. Okay, fucking see. You know what I mean? They have to genuinely just fucking make it work. It'd come to a head. They don't want that. They want power. They want special. You know that. There you go. I don't have to make it such that I'm that equal as others. I am unequal. I am above. Oh, rich person, huh? Jeez, eh? But that's what that is, and that's the cultural training in women. It's a bias. I am rich already. I am special already. I am entitled already. I need to think about this in the future already. I need to worry about this already. I am above certain things already. I know about my double standards and I can use that already. I know this is a game already. Culture training women. But you know what the problem is? It's everywhere. It's the truth. But this is about the women. That's why it's called cultural training in women. You think I'm just going to go after you? Well, I went after a lot. But this is mostly supposed to be about women, okay? So there's that. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, share, all that. Fucking suck my dick while you're at it. Huh? You know, praise me, comment, nice things. All that. Bye.